Hey! What's going on, fam? It's me, Casey Strata.
Me, Joseph Grutt, a little sick, a little ill.
I am
okay.
really afraid to be sitting next to him. I'm afraid that I will be getting sick next.
Yeah, he probably will. He probably will.
More than likely, I'm going to be sick in the next video.
Shit happens.
Yep.
So, this video is gonna be just a pretty much straight on, like, shitfest on Last Impact.
Before we get into this, alright, look. I was like, I feel like we need to do this show, but at the same time, I don't want to be redundant with the fact that we're like, Impact sucks, Impact sucks, because everyone already knows this. It's like fucking like ribbing George Bush for being a terrible president. Like, it's true.
It's already well known.
But it fucking gets old. You know, it's like, man, what's up with airline food? It's fucking terrible. Shit was stale in 1932.
Before we jump into that, we have to thank somebody.
We do.
We have to thank Mr. ROH Styles for shouting us out in one of his latest videos.
Always a proponent of our show. Very appreciative of that.
Very nice guy. We really appreciate it. It has jumped us up to the 400 subscriber plateau.
Yep.
So we appreciate that, and please, guys, check his videos out. As I will probably put a link. Which side is it on? It's one of these sides.
It's on. Well, we forgot. It's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit.
One quick thing before we're gonna jump this real fast. I did receive an email from Ring of Honor this morning, informing me that they're going to have a pay-per-view like tonight, I think is what it was. And I was wondering if anyone could give me some information on that about the cost-wise, because of this economic crisis we're going on right now. I don't know if I can afford to. I would like to purchase it and watch it, but I don't know if I can. So if someone give me some information about this, I'd be very appreciative. It's only like $15, I'll get it.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think it's that expensive. Like maybe even $10.
That would be great. If this was fucking free. Remember when TNA did that 1 cent pay-per-view? That was the first time I saw TNA, and Alex Shelley is Baby Bear. That's not the point.
No.
Actually, it is the point.
It's a good segue into it.
It is, because TNA is just as bad as when the first time I saw it.
Well, they're coming off the heels of a pay-per-view, which, in my opinion, wasn't that great of a pay-per-view, honestly. And I understand that they had some things that happened that were out of their control.
But sometimes when things like that happen, you can spin them into a positive.
Well, my whole thing is they built this. They skipped one whole pay-per-view to build this pay-per-view, and this pay-per-view laid an egg on them, personally, in my opinion. Which led to this horrible Impact.
What was that line that someone dropped in the chat room?
Oh, they said they were going to go back and watch December to Dismember to see what pay-per-view was worse. I don't blame them. Genesis or December to Dismember. But on this Impact, we had, in the first hour, we had one match. In the first hour. One match. Kind of a match. Hernandez cashes in his Feast and Fire. I like to apologize for my weird soundingness.
He's very nasally. It's like when Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer gets that cap on his nose.
So he cashes his Feast and Fire case in. Why does he do this? And it just seems like a very inopportune time to do this.
Yeah.
The whole point of having this is you can cash in or whatever. Like, what was his advantage of cashing it in then? Like, there was none.
At the start of an Impact.
Okay, you did it. Way to go. And you got jumped for your effort.
And I highly doubt it that the Latin American exchange or last line like that happened. Like, I could see, like, Homicide, like, shanking someone, and then Hernandez cashes that bitch in while they're, like, trying to be resuscitated on, like, a stretcher board.
So then you have, like, a bunch of segments after that. Like, just...
Most of them featuring a Sarah Palin impersonator.
Which, why is this shit still getting fucking airtime? It was kind of funny at the beginning, but now it's just like, what the fuck ever. And it's on point. The point is now, like... At the pay-per-view, you get a new X Division champion, okay?
Where the fuck was Alex Shelley?
Where was Alex Shelley? Where was your X Division champion? Your Legends champion, who has not defended the fucking title in, like, 2.5 months.
Yeah, so Christian Cage was the only... Well, he defended against Samoa Joe, I think, once.
Big fucking deal.
Well, I know, I'm just saying.
So what, now Shane Soul's gonna get a shot at it, right? Is that what's gonna happen here? Because he backflipped fucking Booker T out of the ring? Oh no, you backflipped Booker T out of the ring. Jesus Christ, you deserve a Legends title shot. That title means dick, and it was a fucking horrible move to bring that stupid title in. We've been asking for a goddamn middle... like, fucking weight title, and this is what you give me, this fucking diarrhea belt. This fucking blood period belt. I'm sorry.
You sound terrible.
I'm upset. I fucking nasal dripping and I fucking headache. Go ahead, continue.
Why don't you slow down? In the defense of the Legends title, that shit looks fucking baller.
I do like that.
And if I had a belt, that would be it.
That would be it.
I do have a belt, but I mean, like, if I had, like, a legitimate belt.
Well, I mean, there was 3 matches last night.
Yeah.
Right? 3 matches, am I correct?
Yeah, it was,
Hernandez,
and then...
Tag match.
The tag match.
Oh, 4 matches.
And then you had the women's...
The horrible 6... That match was horrible. That match was like...
First of all,
oh my god.
Okay, before we want to roll quick with this because we do this thing
We're
where
on a time crunch.
I fucking go on tangents and stuff. I
We
can't
both do
help
it.
it.
We
So,
both do it.
couple points of interest. Sojourner Bolt, I actually kind of like.
I do too.
I kind of like her. She seems pretty cool.
The Kong Entourage is an awesome name.
Entourage is a fucking amazing name. However, I have to make a point that, like, in the promo leading up to this, like, Sojo Bolt was making them sound like some gangster-ass bitches.
Yeah.
And, like, all I kept seeing was that, like, Rara Khan had, like, this heinous camel toe going on. And then, following with that, we get into the match, and it sucks ass. It's terrible.
Oh, it was horrible.
ODB does this thing. I'm, like, sitting here watching TV. Like, she does this thing where, like, you know when, you do, like, a double down, like a clothesline or some shit, and they're like, come on, ODB! She's, like, totally rubbing her clam.
Yeah,
but, like,
she does it. Yeah, I saw that.
It's fucking terrible.
My whole thing was just like, TNA does this, and they do this a lot with the Jackie Gator tape. You already know where I'm going with this.
Oh, God,
You
dude.
have to remember, when you put something on TV, or you put something on pay-per-view, or you put something on the internet, it is now public record.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, oh, well, that happened. We're never going to talk about it again. Okay, Taylor Wilde and Bolt, they have a history.
Yeah.
Raka Khan and fucking ODB, they have a history as a tag team. Why are you not referencing this in the show?
Yeah.
Why are you not talking about this?
They don't
Make
talk
this match
about
important.
anything. They don't talk about even like in Rhino and building Rob. They don't really tell you that he's a former NWA World Champion. They don't tell you anything about this. They don't tell you that Rhino, Christian Cage, and Kurt Angle headlined a 1-hour Impact of just one match. They don't go on to tell you these things that were monumental in their building.
It was fucking horrible. And I feel bad because I like pretty much all the ladies who were in that match.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm a fan of all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll never shit on them. I think I'm shitting on them now, but like.
Yeah, well.
Double negative. Sorry. But it was not very good, and unfortunately, that's what it was. But go ahead.
Yeah, we don't want to beat a dead horse. Like, we know it was bad, and we know that you know it was bad, but it's frustrating because it could be something that's so much better. Like, you've got every person in TNA is talented, especially considering that Black Rain is out of the promotion right now.
And
but
doing
you
a lot
know
better
what?
as Goldust.
I will say that fucking Dustin is working his ass off in the WWE right now. He fucking had a baller match with Santino where he was like,
we're getting off topic.
Flying around,
topic.
motherfucker. I know. Hey, this shit needs to be known.
All right, so the last match after a couple more promos was
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles for Scott Steiner. I have something to say. TNA is kind of getting what they paid for, these older wrestlers.
Yeah.
Kevin Nash got staph infection or whatnot, which there's pictures of it, which is kind of gross, but
Kevin Nash always gets staph.
he's got like this fucking tube in his arm, it's just like sucking out like infection.
Dude, someone tell me. I'm pretty sure Nash has had staph like in the last 3 years. Someone try and confirm that for me.
So Scott Steiner. Me and Casey are huge fans of Scott Steiner.
Fucking, he's
we
our
love Scott
favorite.
Steiner. Promo genius.
He
God
is
of the
amazing.
microphone.
Yep.
He is a world championship, okay?
Yeah.
He is a world championship. But the man... I'm hungry! Reports are that he's like really deteriorating, and now it's starting to show. And the opening, I don't know if Casey saw it, we were talking last night.
I didn't see it because my car broke down, and I had to... Another story I'll post in the comments.
He literally went to go do an over-the-head, belly-to-belly suplex on Hernandez, and Hernandez just went and smashed his face against the mat, and it looked like Hernandez broke his neck. Leading up to later, when he does it again, I don't know if it was over the head or side belly, it was something.
It was an over the head, but like AJ just like face plants, like he doesn't even like get a rotation.
It was horrible, and I feel bad because I really love Scott Steiner, and I wish he could wrestle forever, and I wish all these guys could wrestle forever. We're fans of them, but it did not look good.
One thing, in closing, there is one thing I wanted to mention, that we used to be really critical of TNA and how bad their production value is.
I feel that's...
I noticed, I'm surprised Joe didn't, but I think he wasn't paying attention. In the tag match of Lethal and Consequences Creed and the Fuckfest, Lethal does this terrible fucking double axe handle off the top. And when he lands, like he kind of like hits Abyss, and then you see Abyss down, and leaves on the other side of the ring. Jump cuts and Lethal was just on top of him pinning. Like, it was like the worst I mean, like,
I
if they
wish I
cut
would've
out
seen
like
that.
fucking 10 seconds.
I wish I would have seen that.
You would have fucking blown your lid. He is like fucking crazy about jump cuts.
Because I did TV production, and that's like my major. I'm like fucking going to college for this shit.
He's like, jump cuts!
Fucking horrible, but TNA just, I don't know what to really fucking tell you. And then, we'll leave you on this though. Here is your pay-per-view for next month. Are you ready? Fucking Devon versus Kurt Angle, and then Sting versus Bubba Ray. Woo.